Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and over the next few weeks and months, we'd like to introduce you to some of the new staff members that we have here at Habitat. And we're starting today out here at La Fortuna, where we're building 12 new homes. I'll be interviewing Don and Eric, two of our new site managers out here, and we'll do a site tour so you can get an idea of where we're at with the project. I got some questions for you just to help everyone get to know you a little bit better. New to the Habitat team and hoping to, for anyone who hasn't been out on site to get to know you a little bit better. So, first question, just tell us a little about yourself. What were you doing before you joined Habitat?
So what I was doing before Habitat is I ran a construction company for several years, and before that I was a project manager for mold remediation. So I've been in the construction industry about 25 years.
I was actually a Peace Corps volunteer in the country of Panama. Did that. We did that almost to its full term, but we got evacuated in March. And before that, I was in architecture.
In architecture?
Yes.
Cool. So I assume maybe that is partly what interested you in joining Habitat, but was there anything else that drew you to working for Habitat?
I wanted to work for Habitat because of the purpose. I think it's really interesting what they're doing for affordable housing and kind of in the country and in areas of need, and also, the architecture and construction relationship.
At one point I had volunteered and really enjoyed it. And then when the opportunity arose to come and work for Habitat, I jumped all over it. So I love giving back and creating affordable housing for people is it's paramount in this area.
What would you like our volunteers to know about you?
I like to have fun. Having fun out here on the job site to me is one of the three keys to getting this done. Safety is obviously going to be first, but if we can't have fun and enjoy what we're doing, then why are we here?
Mainly just, I'm not from the Seattle area, I'm actually from Oklahoma, so I guess for what I've learned is they don't really meet a lot of people from Oklahoma, so it's kind of fun to have different conversations and kind of teach people from where I'm from. I think that's really fun to get to know a lot.
So with that in mind, what's been the best part of the job so far?
The best part of the job so far, I think, is getting to meet the partner families. Really getting to know the folks that are coming in and going to live in these homes that we're building. It's just been great to work alongside of them and see their excitement for the house that they're going to live in.
My favorite part about working out here, I'd say, is probably been working with the volunteers and getting to know them, especially a lot of our regulars. We see them a lot, and we're able to work side by side with them, and it's been really fun getting to know them a lot better.
So what would you say to someone who maybe isn't sure that they have the skills to come out and volunteer on a site like this?
For anyone who feels any sense of insecurity about coming to a site and doesn't feel too confident, I would say that Habitat's a great place to just come and learn. That we have different projects going that will for all levels. So I think it's a great place to come and practice and kind of master a skill from someone who's had a lot of experience, someone has none. I think, and we can see that progress over time with a lot of our regulars.
Boy, if you're thinking about volunteering, just do it. Just do it. There's nothing more rewarding than coming out here and knowing that at the end of the day, the labor that you've put in, the time that you've put in, is really going to a good cause, and it's really making a change.
And for someone who's never done construction before, what can they expect in their volunteer day?
We're going to teach you. We're going to be patient with you. We're going to take time. We're going to teach you each and every tool that you're going to need to use. We're going to make sure that you're safe doing it. And at the end of the day, you can take those skills and work on your own home or whatever projects that you want to do.
What is the best construction or maybe home renovation tip you've ever received?
You can always learn something new. So don't be afraid to take constructive criticism, whether it's from a volunteer or a person that you're working next to or whatever. because everybody's learned to do something different at one point in time, and it may be a better way than what you've known.
The best construction or home renovation tip I've ever received, and I still use it a lot, is measure twice, cut once. I think it's very important.
What's your favorite tool to use out here?
Probably my hammer. You know, it's pure power, and I love it. I love the sound that it makes. I just love swinging a hammer.
Ooh, favorite tool? That's hard. I think actually the wall puller. Wall puller for some reason is just fun to use.
Can you describe what the wall puller does for somebody who might not know?
The wall puller, essentially when we're working, when we have a wood substrate, what we can do is we need to move one of our exterior walls. It's pretty heavy. I mean, sometimes you could do it with, some force, but this tool essentially pins the bottom plate of your wall and pins the substrate. So essentially you have 2 points you have a reference point to pull from, and you nail it, kind of pin it into the ground slightly, and you're able to pull on one side, and it helps you move the wall. It's kind of fun to use.
How can volunteers best prepare to come out on site?
Well, for volunteers coming out on the site, the biggest thing I can tell them is proper attire, proper footwear, proper clothing for the weather. Always carry some rain gear in your car, whether you're going to need it or not. There's nothing more miserable than being wet and cold. So layer up, bring your rain gear.
So when you're not on site, what are you doing? What do you like to do in your free time?
Outdoors things. I like to hike a lot. And I'm a big soccer fan, so I'm a big Manchester United fan. So on the weekends, I typically like to watch some games. They are in second place right now, so hopefully we get back to the first place.
So in my free time, I spend an awful lot of time with my wife riding motorcycles. We love to travel the country on our bikes and just see all the different places. And if we're staying home and we're not out traveling, we're probably out with our dog somewhere.
What's a favorite place you've been to on your bike trips?
We did a 4,500 mile trip to Colorado, and it was epic. Going over the Continental Divide and up over that, it was just breathtaking.
You're in a role here where you're oftentimes teaching. What's something that you've learned from a volunteer or a partner family while you've been out here?
I think something that I've learned over my time being here at Habitat about the volunteers, or at least this experience, I'd say, is honestly kind of the value of time. I think it's impressed me a lot to see how many people come out here on their time and come volunteer. And I think it's showed me that I know a lot of people don't do that, and I think it's pretty impressive to see how many people actually do.
Enthusiasm. They have amazing enthusiasm. That's why they're here. That's why they're volunteering. They love doing what they're doing. And so being able to take that away from this position is incredible.
Well, today and in this phase of the project where we're at, we are actually working on 2 buildings today. The site has 3 units, building A, B, and C. Building A is currently working on the foundation for that one. Building B is being framed. We have exterior walls going up and interior walls. And building C, we have siding going up, and the subcontractors are here working on the inside, on the electrical and plumbing on that as well. Yeah, so each building has 4 units. We have this one's a little different because there's a height variation between that one. But right now, as you can see, we got the exterior walls up. Right now, we are trying to catch up on a deadline of the roof trusses. They're going to be delivered here in a few weeks, so we're trying to get all the interior walls finished so we can be prepared for that. Yeah, so this is going to be the front door of Unit 4. So as you walk in right here, we'll be going, this is actually the staircase. We have it enclosed right now as a temporary floor for upstairs while we're building walls. We have staircase in this one, but in this unit, this will be a staircase going up. We have the living room in here. We have a lot of interior bracing just to help support kitchen in this section back here. But where all of our exterior walls are 2x6s. We got all of our window units and components all put together. Things have been going pretty well. If you guys want to, we can walk upstairs and take a look. So this will be as if we're walking through the front door of Unit 3, going up the stairs. And this is where the majority of all the bedrooms are going to be. This one has this is a 4-bedroom unit. We have 3 upstairs, 1 downstairs. We got a crew up here of volunteers that are helping us frame interior walls. Yeah, we have some boards already down here on the floor that are already laid out. We got our studs marked out, so they're going through building walls and putting them up. But we have subcontractors that come out and help on different phases of the building. So for this project in particular, we have a subcontractor for the dirt work. We have a subcontractor for the foundations, and so we build the walls, do the windows, the siding, and we have a subcontractor for the trusses and for the roof itself. So yeah, it's kind of fun because on different days we'll have subcontractors out here while we're working on certain parts of the building. They're always out here doing the foundation, so we get to kind of see the different phases of the building, even though if it's something we're not working on in particular. Fun to see that progress while we're doing one, the other one's kind of progressing as well.
Yeah.
And inside in this building in particular, on building C, it's the first one that we started on, so of course it has the most progress. So on the inside, the subcontractors have been starting on the electrical, so we will see that while we're walking in. The roughing for the electrical and for the plumbing as well. Alright, so in this unit, fun thing now, we have doors, so we can actually walk in through the front door. So now we can really start to see a drastic difference between the other building and this one. We have all the exterior walls up, of course, all the sheeting, the siding's going on. The windows are installed, so you can start to actually see the plumbers have come in, plumbing and the electrical as well. You can see the electrical receptacles, all the hot water, cold water pipes running all over the place. Even the sprinkler subcontractors coming and started roughing in his part. So yeah, that's a really fun thing to see. We have back door. So another fun part of this as well is some of the volunteers that have come out are also the homeowners. So they are able to come out, the partner families, and work on their units that they're going to be living in the future, which has been really great to see and work with. So we also can kind of see the kitchen area here. We can see the blocking for the cabinetry, the for the uppers, and all the outlets are going to be located. The plumbing for the scene, and this unit here has a bedroom downstairs. So it is fun to kind of see the progress little by little. Yeah, so up here, same thing. Somewhere we can start to see the running of the electrical, light switch box, all the wiring, sprinkler system as well. All the bedrooms are up here in this unit. You have the washer and dryer hook up in here, and the hot water heater. All of our doors are roughed in, and then up above we can just see what the roofers has done. We got some exhaust fans being installed, lighting locations are already being placed. Windows are installed up here as well. So a lot of progress is being made on this building. So this is building A here, and this is a good example of the subcontractors being here at the same time and getting progress done on the building. So they have done the foundations and stem walls. They are going to be here backfilling, compressing soil, roughing in the plumbing, and pouring the slab here within the next couple of weeks. So here in the next couple of weeks, we will be building and working with all the volunteers on all 3 buildings, which will be really nice. Yeah, I think at some point we will be framing, working on exterior of another building, and then also probably doing finishing on another building. So volunteers can get a variety of experiences doing different things. No, that's yeah.